Hello, 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 and welcome to
Hello.
Tuesday Talks with the Conways.
I'm Courtney.
And I'm Chris. If you caught me smiling a little bit beforehand, Courtney was doing the 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I thought it was cute. Well, welcome.
Adorable.
Yes, totally adorable. I wouldn't have married you otherwise. She's got other awesome qualities too, other than being totally adorable. But welcome to this Tuesday night with talks, and thank you. Had an Instagram on comment about a beautiful picture of us. Thank you very much. That was at her cousin's wedding last November, so I thought it was fitting and really beautiful backdrop.
hmm
So thank you for the comment, though. And thank you, Patricia, as well for your comment. Glad to have you. And Redina, we're so glad to have you all here. And Devin also here with us on YouTube. So we'll give everyone a few moments to join and to make sure that everyone has a gets the time to join
hmm
so we can not miss anything if possible. Um, Feel free to view some of our previous podcasts if you want to on YouTube, if you want to catch the video. But if you want the audio version, if you're traveling or hitting the gym, feel free to look up our podcast on uh, Spotify, sorry, and Apple Podcasts. My brain was not moving as fast as it should have. But yes,
Happens a lot.
yeah, it does actually. I'm pushing 40 here,
He
so
is. I'm not.
she will push 40. She'll hit 40, 23 months after I will. So
But I have a whole 23 months
yeah.
after him.
And she's going to never let me down for this whole 23 months. And then it'll be my turn to laugh at her. But as we get older, 40 it doesn't seem as old as it used to be. You know, when I was a kid, I thought 40 was
Well,
age.
when I was a kid, I thought 30 was like super old. And now I'm 37 and I'm like, I'm still young.
Yes,
So,
age is nothing but a number. Um, and I feel like also as we're on this health journey, um, age is not something also to be feared as well because we're on this journey to become
mhm.
healthier versions of us. We feel better now in our life, getting close to 40 than we did even in our 30s and maybe even 20s.
Mhm.
I was definitely not this healthy in my 20s.
No, not even in my teens, really.
Yeah. So really, age is nothing to be scared of, and I'm sure we have multiple friends on here that are maybe a few years older than us. I don't want to to make anybody feel old, but I'm sure there may be a few of you all that are just a few days older than us, and can relate as well.
hmm
But this health journey is really all about enjoying these older ages, older years, and to make sure that we're enjoying them more than we were if we were not focusing on our
hmm
health. So I believe we've kind of got enough people to join with us. Let's go ahead and talk about the topic. Courtney came up with it. She saw that the healthy as a group was doing kind of a focus for this week, and we wanted to chime in
hmm
and put our 2 cents in for this theme. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. So, this week we're doing a mid-year check-in. Basically, it is almost like we're super close to the middle of the year. So, we just wanted to talk about the highs, the lows. What to do if your year has not gone as planned, or what to continue doing if your year has gone as planned. So we just thought this was the perfect time to do a check-in of
Hmm.
sorts. We even need it ourselves.
Yep.
Everyone needs those kind of check-ins.
Hello. We've got someone from South
We're
Alabama.
from North
You're from
Alabama.
North Alabama, so we're the same state. So glad to have you all here with
And
us.
it was 82 here too. So
Yes. Hi, Vicky. We've got Vicky on YouTube
hello.
as well. So it's exciting seeing more and more people use the YouTube platform. We only really used it as a backup to host the videos, but it's exciting to see some folks join us on the
Mhm.
YouTube platform as well. But yes, so there are a lot of things that could have be going through your mind now. You
Mhm.
could be killing it this year. You could be not making as much progress as you'd like, or you could have, maybe reversed course a little bit and not made any progress at all. But never feel fear, no matter what category or column you fall in. We have some inspiring things that we hope that will help you get through the second half of the year,
Yes.
because the first half of the year is done over in the past. There's no sense in worrying about it, being frustrated about it, or beating yourself up about it.
Mhm.
But you can change the second half of the year, and that is where we want to focus on.
Yes, because maybe January you had huge goals. Like you set those resolutions, you had all the things in mind. Maybe you've crushed those goals. Maybe life happened. And maybe you forgot about the goals entirely. And that's okay. We've had years like that where
Mhm.
the whole year we were just like, "Tch, whatever." But tonight is not about judgment.
Mm-mm.
It's about asking yourselves, where are we now? Where do we want to go from here? Do we want to stay the same? Do we want to continue with the same goals? Do we want to set new goals? Like where do we want to go? Because we've had 6 months of this year
Mhm.
practically. You have the exact same amount of time to continue or to, to reverse it and get going on this
Mhm.
thing.
Absolutely. So if you think about if this was already the end of the year, would you be proud of how far you've come, or would you be a little bit disappointed? And so we want to use that that to give us momentum. So if you have had some major success, you want to keep that going. But also, if you've maybe not had as much success, use that as inspiration to keep you going. Because our motto for this year has been consistency, and we have, on to be honest, we have been killing it with the consistency. But we have had days where it's been not as good. So there's always going to be room for improvement, regardless of how far you've come.
Absolutely. And then like we said, you have expectations at the beginning of the year. You have it in your brain what you want to do. Whether you do it or not, everybody practically starts out the new year saying, I'm going to do this. This is my goal. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to, run a marathon. I'm going to do this. Everybody has those expectations, whether they become a reality or not.
Oh, and she was talking about her age and not whether. So she's 82 years
Oh,
young. So
okay. I was like, wow, it's the same temperature here in South Alabama. Gotcha. I'm not, we're here now.
the
Gotcha.
picture that I'm seeing, does, of course, it's a little small, does not look anywhere near
It
that.
does
So
not at all.
we're glad to have
You
you
look
here.
great for your age.
Yes. And also, when it comes to New Year's resolutions, you have a tendency sometimes to maybe set yourself up for failure by setting too difficult
Mhm.
goals. Um, and that's also something that you don't have to be worried about if you didn't meet those goals. If you shoot for the moon and you end up halfway, you're not in the stars like the little saying is, but you're still
You're still
close. You're
halfway
still
there.
further than you were
Mhm.
before. So that's definitely something to be considered. She had mentioned Vicky on YouTube
YouTube.
has lost 15.8 pounds
That's
since January, and
amazing.
that is awesome. Any progress
I
that we're making,
know.
so we're very, very, very proud of you. And thanks for sharing. We love that when other people share their successes, because we can all share, and
Mhm.
that can be motivating for somebody else too. So somebody else who might not have had as much success might can say, "Hey, she did it, so can I." And so
Yeah.
that's really great. So we really appreciate you sharing that with us, Vicky.
Yes. But with these resolutions and things, summer comes literally halfway
Mhm.
through the year. And everybody talks about their summer body or we're going to look so great during the summer. And then summer comes and they didn't meet those goals and they feel behind. And that's not the case. First of all, I just want to put out there every single body is a summer body,
Oh
no
yes.
matter what you look like. You look great, flaunt it. But progress doesn't always look dramatic. Just because you didn't get the summer body you wanted does not mean you have not made progress. Like he said, if you're shooting for the moon and only go halfway, you're still halfway there. You're
Mhm.
still further than you were before.
Absolutely. I don't think that I will probably have, quote unquote, ideal summer bod for another couple summers.
I don't know if I ever will,
And that's okay. And that,
but I still don't care.
yeah,
I'm still wearing the bathing suit. I'm still wearing the shorts. I don't care.
yes, we are in the mindset that we want to show our daughter that it is okay to be comfortable in your skin, even if you don't meet the stereotypical norm for healthy or
Mhm.
beauty.
Yes.
To be comfortable in your skin.
And I say all the time, if somebody has a problem with the way my legs look in shorts or the way my arms look in something sleeveless, that's a them problem. It's not a me problem.
Mm,
Like, it's, I don't care.
absolutely. And now there are definitely those moments where we have those self-conscious.
I mean, I still put on dress sometimes. I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know about this." But almost every time that happens, my daughter's standing right there. "Mommy, you look beautiful." And so I have to wear it anyways because I'm not about to go put that back in my closet when she just told me how beautiful I look. So,
Absolutely. And if you ever need some inspiration, just look at yourself through a child's eyes. Well, your child's eyes, because some children are mean.
some children are mean.
But usually your own
I work with
children
kids, I know.
love you and adore you and think that you're beautiful. So if you ever need inspiration or to get some uplifting motivation, just think of yourself as your young child would. Even if you've got grown children, I'm sure you can remember back to when your kids were young, and how cheerful and loving they are at such a young age.
Yes. But some questions to ask yourself, if you're doing a mid-year check-in or just in general is, did you expect your results to be faster? Did life change your plans? Sometimes life happens. Sometimes things happen you didn't expect to happen. The unexpected almost always happens.
Mhm.
Did life happen? Did your goals shift? What are some things that you've done consistently this year? Even if it's just one small thing, what is something you've done consistently? There's so many questions you can ask yourself to see how far you've come
Mhm.
and to kind of shift your perspective a little bit.
Absolutely. And we've gone through the process of, in the past we've mentioned we've had like a 2-year plateau where we didn't really gain anything and we didn't lose anything. That right there is a win. So if in your 6 month, the first 6 months of the 2026, you kind of maintained,
Mhm.
that right there is also a win because you didn't gain back all the weight that you lost. So even a plateau or maintaining is still a success. And use that momentum to fuel your second half of the year.
Yeah, sometimes just surviving the hard seasons is progress and it's all
Mhm.
you can do. And sometimes we don't need to look at how far back we've gone and just realize we made it. Like we've made it. Even if you've gained 30 pounds this year, last year I gained like 30 pounds just at the end of the year, literally. And, but I made it. Like I made it to the next year and I got it together.
Mhm. And Crystal mentions losing 20 pounds since 4th of July last year, but she didn't gain. And that right there is really, really great. And even 20 pounds is still nothing
Yes.
to be disappointed at. That is amazing. Some people's goal is to just lose 20 pounds, whereas mine's a little bit more than that. But 20 pounds is still amazing and something great to be happy about. And welcome, Terry from Tennessee.
Hello.
So you're just a little farther north from us.
Mhm.
So I'm glad to have you here.
Yes. But sometimes when you're talking about New Year's resolution, everybody focuses on that weight. Everybody's like, I want to lose this much weight. I want to lose weight. I want to, but sometimes you need to focus, especially if you're like halfway through the year and you haven't really lost much or you've gained. Focus on those non-scale victories because it's not always about the number on the scale. Do you have more energy? Are you sleeping better? Are you eating more protein? Just small things that you can do consistently that is still going to be a win, even if it's not something you're seeing on the scale.
Are you drinking more water or getting more movement in? And those are all really good things. And regardless of whether the scale moves, those are all things that are going to be good for your body, regardless of what the scale says.
Yes, today, for instance, I went on a 2.25-mile walk. When I tell you, even just a year ago, and I was really like, I mean, I was pretty healthy a year ago. He would take me on walks and I'd be like, when are we getting back home? And it would literally be a mile. And
Hmm.
I'd be like, it would be the hardest thing in the world. And today, like, he came and picked me up. Um, I was very excited when I saw him, but I could have gone further if I
Hmm.
really, if I really tried.
Absolutely. And it was
Um,
hot,
it was
humid
hot.
outside.
So
Yes.
things like moving your body more, like just noticing what your body can do.
And Vicky mentioned on YouTube chipping away 5 pounds at a time. Those are really
Yes.
great, a great point. We love having those. It's great to have those big goals. I want to lose 20, 30, 100, whatever. But having those small incremental goals, because those are easier to achieve. It's easier for you to get to that 5 pound goal than it is sometimes to get to the 25, 30 pounds or whatever. So it's good to have those smaller incremental goals. And if you got 25 pounds, that's five 5 pound goals there that
Yes.
you have to get through.
My coach actually made me a thing. She wanted to know my goal weight. My goal weight is 180 pounds. I might need to get less than I don't know. My goal is 180, but that sounds so far away. So she put it in 5 pound increments. And honestly, looking at that chart with the 5 pound increments, it doesn't seem that difficult anymore because I'm looking at it in 5 pound increments. Like that is great doing the 5 pound.
Hmm.
thing.
And I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but Marie or Mary is mentioned that she's on a plateau and it's frustrating. But we've been there like we
Two
two
whole
whole years we
years.
were on a plateau, and in the past. We've done the diet. We've lost it, gained it, lost it, gained back even some more. So any plateau is better than gaining it all back, and that's still. I mentioned this before. If I don't lose another pound, my body is still technically a lot healthier than it used to be with me moving and making healthier choices for food.
Mhm.
So it's not really always about the scale. So yes, I'm very glad that you can see that as a win because that is really really good. And the old you might have given up in the past, but you're
Mhm.
not giving up now, which is really great.
Yeah, so we have multiple segments on just non-scale victories. Those are some great things to look at, especially when you're in a plateau.
Hmm.
Because sometimes your body's changing, but you're not getting anywhere on the scale. The scale can be the most frustrating thing in
Hmm.
the world sometimes, especially when you're putting in the work.
Hmm.
So you're still doing amazing, and we're very proud of you.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you need to ask yourself, when it comes to like you're halfway through the year, what's working, what's not. Ask yourself what is working.
Hmm.
Like what is something that you're doing that is helping you to feel better, helping you to sleep better, helping you what's working
Are
and
you
keep that.
drinking more water? Are you getting more protein? Because for us right now, we're focusing on protein and fiber to help our digestion and also help us to not lose any muscle
Mhm.
mass. Is that winning for you? Are you doing great at those things?
Mhm. And then you also need to ask yourself, is there something that's making life harder? Like, even if it's something that you feel like is good for you, is it making life harder? Sometimes the things that's good for one person is not good for another.
Hmm.
So is something making your life harder? Because you might need to get rid of that if it is making your life harder, even if it's something that you feel like is supposed to make you better.
Hmm. Or make some tweaks or adjustment. Um, the goal for us is to get healthier and to be happier. If you're doing something like we've talked about how restrictive diets for us are not really all that great. Are you being too hard on yourself when it comes to your diet? Are you cutting out too many of your favorite things and you're miserable, or
Mhm.
you're losing steam and you're falling into temptation and just binge eating? So we definitely don't want to deprive yourself at all.
Yes, absolutely. But some things that might be working for you could be something like meal prepping. We've talked about meal preps before. Daily walks, having a protein goal and sticking to it. That's something I've
Mhm.
been struggling with lately is my protein. But having a protein goal, things that you need to probably stop is something like restarting on Mondays. If you are, you're doing great throughout the week and then the weekends come and it's just bleh, and then you restart every single Monday, try to stop that. I know we've been there.
Mhm.
We had during our 2-year plateau, that's probably mostly why it was a plateau because we every weekend was free for all. Like it was
Mhm.
like, woohoo, time to go crazy.
Yeah, we've had a whole podcast on resetting. You don't have to wait till Monday to
Mhm,
reset. Your next snack, your next
mhm,
meal, the next day can be a reset. So if you mess up on Wednesday, Thursday morning, you're right back on track. You mess up on Wednesday afternoon for a snack, get back on track for dinner. You don't have to wait. And just like this, we're in a mid year thing. You don't have to wait till next
mhm.
January.
Yeah.
God no! Please don't wait till next January to reset your next meal,
Your
your
six
next
whole
snack.
months. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And we have someone on Instagram mentions that they're inspired to do a half year resolution because life happens and she's neglecting her own health to care for another, which is really important to try
Mhm.
to focus. It's
It's
great.
sometimes so if you're caring for somebody else, it is
Mhm.
so hard to also care for yourself.
It's very
We
important.
get that.
And that is a an amazing situation to be in, that you're able to care for someone else, but you also need to make sure that your health needs and your needs are not being neglected. You just like they mentioned, when you go get on an airplane, put the mask on yourself so you can help others too. So I know there's immediate needs for caring for somebody else can sometimes take precedence, but don't neglect yourself either. So I want to make sure you keep track on that too.
Yes, but when thinking about the middle of the year and how much you have left, just remember it's not supposed to be a complete overhaul
Mhm.
of everything you're doing. We're editing, we're not rewriting.
Mhm.
So you don't have to feel like you have to do every single thing different.
Absolutely. And Vicky mentions even if you blow it at breakfast or lunch, you get back on dinner.
Yes.
That is key.
That is something that I've
Mhm.
been trying so hard because I used to, if I would mess up on breakfast or dinner, or I mean, or lunch, or even just a snack, the whole rest of the day. I was like, I can have whatever I want. I'm already over my calories. Why does it matter?
Hmm. It's very important to get back on track as quickly as possible so that you don't have too many setbacks.
Mhm.
That's a really, really good way of thinking, Vicky.
So we're gonna try to get through the rest of this because we talk a lot.
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's what we're here for.
That's true. We are here to
We're
talk.
here to talk and help and encourage. But there's a trap of starting over. This is what we've just really been talking about. If you wait too long to start over, you mess up your week. You wait till next week. You mess up your day. You wait until the following day. You don't have to wait. And you don't also have to start over. You sometimes can enjoy an indulgent meal or an indulgent snack without throwing yourself off track. You can plan for those. Sometimes we plan for those indulgent meals or those indulgent snacks and make sure that the rest of the day fits in. If you're going to have an indulgent snack or dinner, like on anniversary or birthday meals, you can have lighter meals and snacks surrounding that and still make it work within your day.
Mhm. Yes. And then just remember that one bad meal, like he said, it does not erase your progress. One
Mhm.
bad day, a vacation does not ruin your whole health. If you want to go on vacation and enjoy yourself, do that. When we go on vacation, we I mean, sometimes we try to make good decisions, but honestly, like we're like, we don't get this food very often. We're
Mhm.
gonna enjoy it. We normally come back 10 pounds up, but that comes right back off in like a week.
Because a
Um,
lot of that is also water weight and bloat and whatnot too.
mhm,
And we don't like go all out crazy, but we do like to enjoy ourselves. Like she mentioned, sometimes if we travel somewhere and there's a restaurant that we wouldn't that we don't have anywhere near us, um, get that experience.
yeah,
But don't let that experience ruin everything.
yeah.
And we also do try to keep portions. So if we go, sometimes when you go to Gatlinburg, we like to go to Paula Dean's restaurant or some of those other places. You can still enjoy those extra things. Oops. Um,
Our
our
chat
chat
just went
just
away.
disappeared. I don't know if it's going to let me log back on or not. Um, yes, hopefully that fixes it.
Okay.
Yes, Vicky mentioned that she loves that we talk a
Oh,
lot.
I'm glad.
I'm very, very glad for that. But yes, you can still enjoy in those indulgent meals, but also keep an eye on your portions to make sure that you're not, going way off track.
Yes. And then just remember, you can still finish this year strong.
Absolutely.
You can always just pick one thing to focus on. Adding protein at breakfast, walking just 10 minutes daily. Like that, walking just 10 minutes helps. Um, I sometimes walk very slowly. If I'm at work, we have like a little like sidewalk thingy I'll walk around. And I'm still having to like keep my eye on the kids. I still have kids running up to me trying to play. So it is a very slow walk, but it is still a walk.
And it's movement.
Yes, sometimes it takes me 45, 50 minutes just to get 1 mile in, but it's still a mile.
Mhm.
So just things like that. Drinking more water, just picking one thing that you can focus on the rest of the year instead of thinking of this whole
I
list.
like this next one. Go to sleep 30 minutes earlier.
That's never happening, sorry.
Y'all sleep. She stays up a little later than she probably should. But y'all sleep is very, very important. So
Mhm.
important that we've done a whole episode on it and how sleep helps you regulate your hormones. It helps your metabolism. You don't have to go to bed super early.
Yes.
But if you're up late and then you have to get up really early the next day, you're not doing your body any justice by depriving it of
I
sleep.
do still try to get 7 hours even if I'm up late. I just
Yes.
want to put that out there.
Ooh, somebody mentioned,
It
have we done a Q&A
it's been a
session?
while.
Yes.
We can do that next week if you guys want.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. We have done Q&As before. So if you want to, we haven't set our topic for next week. If you want to be thinking about your questions for us, about anything related to health, goals, the healthy plans, feel free to be thinking about those now and jotting those down. And we'll try to see if we can make a post on the Healthy Facebook and Instagram page, kind of reminding you all of the question and answers that you can bring next week. So yes, we'll definitely. It's been probably
It's been
6 months or
a long
more.
time. It's maybe been even over a year. So
Yeah, since
yeah,
we've done a
that's a good
Q&A.
idea.
Yeah, so thank you for the idea. We'll be happy to do that. So yes.
But just closing out, just remember to ask yourself, what is one thing that future me will be thankful for? What is just one thing I can do to
Mhm.
make future me healthier and happier.
Absolutely. And as we're wrapping up, half this year is gone, but we still have half the year
Yes.
ahead. So you've got to think of the glass half empty kind of thing, or is it half full? The half the year is gone, but we still have whole 6 months left to continue making progress, to make more progress where you might have not have had as much in the previous month. But take that plateau, get out of it, and even if you just lose 5 pounds, you're no longer in that plateau. So keep it up, and you don't have to earn the reset. You can decide that today matters and make those choices immediately for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we thank you so much for hanging out with this for this portion. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the segment that everyone loves, the recipe portion of this podcast.
Yes, this is a crock pot. Sorry, we had a message pop up. This is a crock pot. What is it? It's cutting my words off. A crock pot creamy ranch chicken casserole. You need a pound of chicken breast or however much chicken breast you want. We literally hardly ever measure our chicken breast. We just throw some in there and hope for the best. A can of the 98% fat-free cream of mushroom soup, 4 ounces of reduced fat cream cheese, which is half a block. Half a cup of, we use Fairlife or the equivalent of Fairlife. Lately we've been using Costco's, but like a higher protein milk. Less bites, less calories, more protein. And then a packet of ranch dressing mix. Place the chicken breast in the bottom of a sprayed crock pot and season it with salt and pepper to your liking. I never like to add seasoning other than like ranch packets and stuff, the measurements, because everybody has their own preference. I don't like salt. He likes salt. So anyway, season it to your liking. Add a can of diced tomatoes. And
Diced
that's,
potatoes.
yes, potatoes, which is not on there. Diced potatoes and 1 bag of frozen mixed vegetables. Those are not on there. I'll have them add them. But it's just a can of diced potatoes, or you can dice your own up, and then a bag of frozen mixed vegetables. In a separate bowl, mix together the packet of ranch seasoning mix, milk, cream of mushroom soup. And then once it's mixed together, pour it over the chicken and the vegetables. Add the cream cheese cubed up on top and cover and cook on low for 6 to 7 hours or high for 3 to 4 hours. Once the chicken is fully cooked, shred it, stir it together until it's all creamy. We serve ours over like biscuits for like a chicken pot pie vibe, but you can serve it by itself over rice and make a cottage cheese bowl, whatever you like. It's delicious. This has almost 30 grams of protein for one serving. 16.3 net carbs and between 5 and 7 bites depending on your plan.
Absolutely. And if you like this recipe or you want to see any of our past recipes, you can take a look at the Healthy Apps blog on their website. A lot of our recipes from the past year have been posted there, as well as a lot of recipes from other coaches on healthy. So feel free to head over there to get a copy of this recipe. Also, it'll be posted by tomorrow, I think, on the website.
And I will try to remember to have them add the potatoes and vegetables to the ingredients.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this week's Tuesday Talk with the Conways. Don't forget, next week we'll be back at the same time and date. But bring your questions. We love the Q&A sessions. The last one we did, like Courtney said, it's been a while. The more questions you ask and the more interactive you are, the more meaningful it is. It's more fun for us too. But you will get more out of it if you have as many questions as possible.
Yeah.
So feel free to bring those questions. But we will see you all next week, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.